Oh man, what is going on, people? Congratulations to that that goat thing, whatever you want to call him, that Tom Brady guy. Yeah, they won again. But we're not here tonight to talk about winners. We're here tonight to talk about losers. And by losers, you already know. We're talking about Microsoft. This whole entire generation for Microsoft has been an absolute abject disaster, a total debacle. From front to finish, there has literally been almost nothing good. We had a console that was weaker, but $100 more expensive. We had a console that was concentrating more on games, features, connecting TV as opposed to actual games. And when we got to games, what the hell did we get? Nothing. Nobody can name me one game that is Microsoft first party this generation that is of some semblance of above average quality that is not named Halo, Gears, or Forza. You can't. And Halo 5, as far as Halo games, is on a downward incline. It's going downward. Gears of War 4, same thing. I would not call it an improvement over Gears 1, 2, and 3. I would call it a regression, or at least the state of a game being static and not improving. Forza, that is the one game that has been steadily improving. Not only the Motorsports series, but the Horizon series. So right there, you got to give it to Microsoft. If you want to drive around a track all day and you want to turn left all night, then by golly, get yourself an Xbox because you can have a different racing game every year. The only other three quality games I can name that Microsoft put in any publishing efforts, any funding or partnerships into would be Sunset Overdrive, Cuphead, and Ori and the Blind Forest. And between those three, none of them exactly lit the world on fire now, did they? No, no, they didn't. So let's get on with what Microsoft partnered with, what Microsoft spent money to help create to give to you, the fan, this generation. Crimson Dragon. Huh, yeah, that game came and went. Loco Cycle. Yeah. Quantum Break. Another flop by Remedy. Dead Frame Rate 3. Do they even make Dead Rising anymore? Because I could have sworn they closed down the studio responsible for the game. Super Lucky's Tale, or Super Lucky Tales, or Lucky Tales, whatever you want to call it. Last I checked, that game is going on the Switch. Microsoft can't even keep a measly tier 3 platformer. Rise. Oh, Rise. What a lame, stale, generic, low quality, below average game. I remember when my neighbor growing up, his little brother showed me this game, and I'm like, wow, this is what Crytek has devolved into. A lot of people want to say that Crisis, an open world sandbox shooter, is nothing but a tech demo. But yet, Rise is an actual game. Yeah, and where is Crytek after Rise? Can somebody let me know, somebody tell me, somebody learn me and explain to me where Rise is at right now, where Crytek is. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And then we have Titanfall. Titanfall is a good game. I didn't really think it made that much of an impact because one, it was on 360, and two, was on the PC, and three, they weren't able to hold on to it, and it came out on the PlayStation 4. And now we can't even get a part three. We're getting some free to play battleground game, Apex. Oh, God. Has any developer gone into a partnership with Microsoft and come out better for it? Crimson Dragon? No. Loco Cycle? No. Remedy and Quantum Break? No. Capcom and Vancouver and Dead Frame Rate 3? No. Crytek and Rise? No. What is their name? Respawn Entertainment and Titanfall? No. No, 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 and no. Nobody that partners with Microsoft ever comes out better for it. And then we can go into Platinum Games and Scalebound. And no. We can go into Lionhead Studio and Fable. No. It's like Microsoft is the goddamn kiss of death. Even the original creators of Halo, Bungie, didn't want to stick around. Epic didn't want to stick around for Gears of War. Literally, Turn 10 is the only people that remain loyal, remain getting better in quality control. Oh man, it's just bad. So we've gone over the games that Microsoft has partnered with to bring you, in which they kind of just wasted a bunch of money trying to partner bring you trash. But let's talk about their in-house games. Yeah. Let's talk about their high quality in-house games that aren't a declining Halo, a declining Gears franchise, and a franchise on the rise and driving cars around track. Where has Microsoft spent their money at this generation? The Master Chief Collection. A broken goddamn mess. A mess so broken, I canceled my pre-order of the Xbox One. Halo Spartan Assault. Trash. Halo Wars 2. An RTS for, how should I say this? What's the politically correct way to say this? People with slower motor skills, how should I say? Yes. An RTS for people with slower motor skills. That's what Halo Wars 2 was. So we have Halo Spartan Assault, Halo Wars 2, the Master Chief Collection, we're over 3, and Halo 5, a decline in the Halo franchise. Hell, just bring out more Halo trash, why don't you? 4 Halo games this generation, not one game in the Halo franchise that elevated it. Then we have State of Decay 2, trash. Sea of Thieves, trash. Phantom Dust, trash. Power Star Golf, trash. Zoo Tycoon, trash. Am I missing anything? Am I missing a quality game that Microsoft has made? Am I missing a quality game that Microsoft has partnered with that just, lit the world on fire? Anything? Something? Please? I'm begging you. Because I don't see it. And people wonder why the Xbox One X doesn't sell. Or, I'm sorry, the Xbox One doesn't sell. People are wondering, what is the point of this console? For the very few, far and in between, minute, fairly decent but not great or superb games that this console has. You can just play them on your PC. Cuphead, Ori, Sunset, Quantum Break, Rise, Titanfall. You don't need to invest in a brand new machine to play mediocre games. Oh my god. It's like what a disappointing generation. And this whole generation, or at least early on, we heard, oh, greatness awaits, and oh, the delay station. And what have we been hearing all generation from Microsoft? And from Microsoft and their illiterate, unintellectual, basic minded, knuckle dragging, mouth breathing fanboys. What have we heard? First, we heard the media bias. Oh, it's the media bias because the media has something to do with Microsoft not bringing quality games. Then we had, oh, wait till the ESRAM. Once developers master the ESRAM, the Xbox One it's just gonna take off. Then it was the removal of the Kinect. It's gonna free up resources. And then we had DirectX 12, and then we had the secret sauce, and then we had the power of the cloud, and then we had 4 Titans, and then we had Clap A's down, Crackdown 3, and this was like 3-4 years ago. It's 2019 now. So post cloud, we had 17 months of the Scorpio, and then after 17 months of the Scorpio, we had the Xbox One X, and now that the Xbox One X is out, we still haven't seen Microsoft make any kind of quality game, high tier, AAA graphical showcase with it. We have incomplete Krakens, indie games like State of Decay. I'll get to Crackdown 3 in a second. We've gone through such a disaster of a generation that while the Sony camp is looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima, Days Gone, The Last of Us 2. What is that game Kojima's making? Death Stranding. You know what the Microsoft camp is looking forward to? They're looking forward to next generation. They're looking forward to next season with Anthony Davis, while the Warriors of this season are stomping a hole in your ass. A whole generation of futility and excuses. A whole generation of futility, letdowns, nothingness, emptiness. You see everybody across the street with nice cars, nice houses, Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Smash Brothers Ultimate, Persona 5, Dragon Quest 11, Uncharted 4, Bloodborne, God of War. You see all these people across the street. They got nice houses, nice cars. Santa Claus treating them good every year. And what do you have at the Xbox camp? A bunch of apologists, a bunch of refugee camps, a bunch of AA meetings for alcoholics, and No Games Anonymous. No Games Anonymous. A bunch of group therapy talk groups trying to make you feel good about spending $500, then $400, then $500 again on a machine that doesn't do anything exceptional. I mean, they literally came out with an EBT gaming apparatus, an EBT Game Pass, because they just know that their games are worth nothing but wick and food stamps. I'm surprised you can't buy Microsoft games and points with wick and EBT cards and EBT food stamps. You have Microsoft announcing that Xbox Live is now on PC, Android, iOS, and now the Switch, all for free. For free. Apple phones, Android phones, PC, and Nintendo fans get to experience the features and the layout of Xbox Live for free. But you, the people that actually bought the console, have to pay for it. You have to pay for a primary feature on your console where the competition, the opposition, and everybody else gets to use what you're paying to use for free. How does that make sense? Why do Nintendo fans get to use Xbox Live for free while you pay for it? Why do PC gamers get to use Xbox Live for free while you have to pay for it? Why do people with Samsung and Apple phones get to use Xbox Live for free while you have to pay for it? Why can I play you in Gears of War 4 as a PC gamer for free while you have to pay for it? Why does everybody else who doesn't buy an Xbox get to use Xbox Live for free while you have to pay for it? Am I speaking like out of turn here? Like, am I wrong about this? This is like typically, let's use banks for an example here. Using banks for an example. If you cash a check at your own bank, I would assume they don't charge you a fee. But if you were to go to a bank where you don't have an account, they're probably going to have a check cashing fee. Now imagine you're a member of PNC and you go to cash a check and they charge you to cash a check. But yet the customer or the guy behind you is just cashing a check somebody gave to him through PNC, doesn't have an account, but they don't charge it. But hold up. I have an account here. Why am I getting charged when the dude that don't have an account gets it for free? What is my incentive to be a customer at your bank when you charge me for things you give non-customers for free? What? And then let's not even get started with this whole Ryan McCafferty thing. Ryan McCafferty's job is not to lie to the gamers. It is not to make you feel better about mediocre trash games. It is not to promote games on the Xbox because he is not part of marketing. His job is to play a game and give you the honest feedback of his experience with said game. So when Ryan McCafferty says that Crackdown 3 is disappointing mediocre, borderline, trash, don't get upset that he's not lying to you. Don't get upset that he won't make you feel better by spreading a false narrative. You should be appreciating that he's coming to you in good faith with a solid integrity and keeping it real. Because I'll tell you right now, if somebody or all these reviews were to review a game like Crackdown and tell me it was amazing, and I went and played the game and it was nothing like they described and it was absolute trash, I'd be pissed. I would not be happy. But you, sad, soulless social rejects, you pathetic, meandering, deluded individuals would rather live a lie than accept the reality of the truth. You people would rather live in the Matrix than live in a free world. I don't know what to say. Crackdown 3. I don't even know when that game was revealed. 3 years ago? 4 years ago? 5 years ago? Seeming like it has a different developer every year. And yet, what happens when it finally comes out? It looks like a glorified indie game. The destruction, the cloud compute destruction, is completely nerfed. Games like Battlefield Bad Company 2 on a console and Red Faction Guerrilla on a console look to have more sophisticated, destructible environments and auto aim? Lock on aim? I mean, it's even worse than auto aim. Like, this game has been delayed, and delayed. And the only thing that it looks like they've been doing during the delay is downgrading the game. Now, this is the same company that has canceled Fable 4, Scalebound. And yet they go ahead and spend money on Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves, and State of Decay 2. I don't get it. This sounds like a made-up story. Like, what do you think next generation is going to be about? How do you think the PlayStation 5 and next generation Xbox are going to be? Well, let me tell you, the next generation of Xbox will be Microsoft charging more for a weaker console, only coming out with 3 quality games, 2 of which are declining in quality, spending money on a bunch of no-name, mediocre, borderline trash games, and then having a whole bunch of mediocre, borderline trash in-house games, all while making everybody else be able to use Xbox Live for free while charging their own consumers to play for it, all the while, making excuses while waiting for API updates, and then all of a sudden coming out with another console, only to say that, hey, forget about PlayStation 5 and the next Xbox. It's about the PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox. If I were to tell any one of you that right now about next generation, oh my God, you would think I was frauding. You would think I was lying. You would think that I'm just some Microsoft hater. But the truth of the matter is, it ain't hate. It's reality. It's facts. It's the truth. This is what, unfortunately, has happened. And I hope Microsoft bounces back. I hope the God Obsidian does well. And if BioWare can't do it, please go out and get the KOTOR series so they can make a KOTOR 3. You people seem to think that I hate Xbox and I hate Microsoft, even though I can buy every one of their games pretty much, barring Halo 5, on the PC. So it would benefit me if they would create good games I could purchase on my PC. But Microsoft seems more intent on letting everybody play their trash for free, regardless of what platform you own, as opposed to just taking care of the people that purchase their hardware with high quality games and experiences. Now, I really have nothing else to say. What I'm saying is common sense. What I'm saying has been the reality of the Microsoft Xbox for the last 5 years. You can deny it all you want. You and your denial have done nothing but fuel Microsoft in their current ineptitude. I blame all of you, just like I blamed all the Nintendo fanboys damage controlling last generation, because the Nintendo fans killed the Wii U, just like the Microsoft fans of this generation killed the Xbox One. Now, I am going to politely read your comments and your super chats, and then I'm going to play Resident Evil 2 Remake because I am off tomorrow. And tonight seems like a great night to start some survival horror. Well, I'm not really seeing any comments, and I'm actually kind of in a rush to play this game. So, Carlos Fernandez, thank you for the $5 donation. Inside Flop Box survived together. E3 is going to be an eclipse of disappointment. I agree. Great exposure. Meanwhile, PlayStation 4 has Uncharted 4, Horizon Zero Dawn, Ratchet and Clank, God of War, Detroit. Yeah, the PlayStation list just keeps on going. They have more high quality games than Microsoft has games at this point, period. Carlos Fernandez again. Crap Gamer hyping up Digital Foundry's Anthem analysis by saying that the One X has 4K resolution, yet fails to acknowledge the pissy poor frame rate. Really don't think anybody cares about resolution anymore. It's really about games. Resolution and hardware is about the initial purchase. Once you initially buy a console, it is all about what you can play on. And unfortunately, Microsoft has had a console in the market for 5 years with not really much unique to play. So I thank you guys for tuning in. I thank you guys 200 strong for watching. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that retweet button. I need to stay motivated, people. And with your support, with you fueling my hate or the hate, we can keep making videos. I'll catch you guys later. Oh, wait. Oh, another thing. Should I wait to play Resident Evil over the weekend? Is this a game that people want to see live streamed beginning to end? If so, let me know. Retweet, like, favorite, do what you gotta do. I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy.